Good day, I am the voice of We Provoke Thought. We Provoke Thought is an organization and show that is the platform for those who have an opinion, idea, or educated information to share to the world, an outlet to voice your feelings and facts. Now today is February 19th, 2014, and today is a Wednesday. And every Wednesday on We Provoke Thought will be What If Wednesdays, where we will select several different what if questions from our emails and pose those questions and shoot them back and forth in answering them. And we do this because we like to break away from the stresses of economics, politics, and violence and things like that and loosen up, if you will. So we have a young lady on the line, and as all callers are fully aware that this call will be recorded, that we will publish this call on our Facebook fan page, our YouTube channel, and other outlets and sources. And we will also begin with everyone having full knowledge that this call is strictly uncensored and anonymous, but we would like to let the listeners know the areas and demographics that we're reaching. So I pose this question to you, ma'am. What city and state are you in?
I'm in Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida. All right. And now, I do remember Hollywood. You know that Hollywood, Florida was actually supposed to be the original Hollywood, but the hurricanes kind of messed that up, so they took it over there to the West Coast. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, today is What If Wednesdays. Now, with What If Wednesdays, I pose several different what if questions to you. You answer them alike, or if you can come up with your own what if questions, you can pose those at us, and then you can go ahead and fire off with that. Now, today's first what if question is a good one. We thought this was funny. We pulled this from a pool of emails that we had. And the what if question was basically this. What if men could give birth? How many children would you say they would have?
Well, it's not an easy thing. I figured they'd do it at least once.
Honey, can you believe it? They found 4 more pregnant men.
I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for myself. Please, don't touch me, please.
Maybe.
I had a young lady that said that they would die from the minute they had their first contraction. What do you think?
Oh, no. Well, I went through it, and it's not an easy thing. I don't know. I don't know. Men are strong, though. Come on.
Yeah. Well, what would you say the world's population would look like, though?
I don't know. I maybe less. I'm going to say maybe less.
I would agree with you. I mean, if it was all left on my shoulders, if I had to be the man that led civilization, a snapshot of what the world would look like would be me and my dog, like in that movie I Am Legend with Will Smith.
Yeah, that'd be it.
That would be the world right there. It would stop with me. So now my last question with that same question there, where would you think we would be socially? Do you think there'd be more peace or war?
If men could have children?
Yeah, if men could have children. Do you believe that this would be?
You know, I think you might have something, maybe. Well, there's so much more that goes with it, and I don't know if it's a woman thing,
right,
or if it's the fact that we do give birth, but there's an attachment there, there's a nurturing, there's that women have with their children that men could never really really understand.
I agree with you. So basically, what you're saying
so
is,
if it goes along with having children, they have that mental, capacity for that nurturing that comes along with it. If that went along with it, yeah, I could see
greater peace. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, here's another what if. Now, what if you could change one thing that you know about the past or history? What would it be?
If I could change one thing,
one thing.
President Kennedy wouldn't be shot.
President Kennedy would not have been shot?
Yeah, I'd like to change that.
That would be phenomenal. I think with him alive, there would be a lot of changes in this
I think so
country.
Too. I think so too.
He was making moves on getting rid of the Fed, and I think our economy wouldn't be as stricken as it has been right now. And you have a lot of these shadow governments, if you will, that have risen to greater lengths just after that assassination. Not saying that they would not have survived or they would not have thrived throughout the shadows and the darkness and the corruption of the government, but I believe the JFK assassination, unfortunately, had a dynamic cover-up where, it just allowed for so much more the devil to enter into the gates there, if you will. But what would you say? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know where exactly we'd be if all of that hadn't happened. I couldn't say, but I just think that there was so much more that he would have done for us.
Right.
If he had been able to live and able to serve out the next term, and I just think there's a lot more that could have been done.
Right.
And would have been done.
Right, and I agree with you, and it's unfortunate that just the whole Kennedy family was stricken with such great unfortune there.
And then with Bobby, it probably would have been great if we could have gone on and had Bobby serve even after JFK, served out his time. If Bobby hadn't been shot, what would have happened there too?
Right. Well, I'm glad you mentioned JFK or Mr. Kennedy there, because my last what if question for What If Wednesdays is, what if a woman was elected president? Who do you think it would be?
I don't know. I was pretty cool on Sarah Palin. I kind of liked the idea when she was going to run. And
right.
That was vice president, I think, wasn't it?
Right. But
vice president.
She could have slid there.
I think. Probably Hillary's the name that's out there. Everybody's all Hillary. I'm not.
All right.
I couldn't say. I'd be more for Sarah Palin than I would be for Hillary.
Sarah Palin. Now, would you say that it would change the direction of the country with the woman being president?
I think so. I think it would.
I believe with Obama being in there and then a woman coming right afterwards, that would have a resounding impact, not only in the country but the world, I would believe. What do you think?
I think more so within the country. I think a woman would be more in tune with or more concerned with what's going on in the country rather than with world affairs. Although you got to be involved in world affairs, but I just think the woman would be more concerned with what's going on in right here in our own country.
And that would fall into what you were saying earlier about the nurturing aspect of a woman.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, and with that last statement there, would you believe that she would be respected by other world leaders, or she would have to flex a little muscle there in order to make sure she get those guys in line?
I think she would be respected as much. There's other women out there, that are in politics that seem to get respect.
Right.
So
right.
I think they would.
All right.
I think the other countries would respect her.
And I believe it will. If not, he does have enough time to not, maybe we won't use the word fear, but enough to command some greater respect from those other world leaders out there. But
it would be tough.
Yes.
It would be tough on her. It would be tougher on her than a man, that's for sure. Everybody would be tougher on her.
But I think with the women around, not only the country but the world itself, I believe that would inspire a lot, and she would have not only the backing of the American public, but quite possibly a lot of the women around the world. What would you say?
I agree.
The only reason why I say that, because a lot of the other countries, you find that they're I don't want to say policies, but their traditions or in the way in which women are treated in other countries.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah, those are the countries that would definitely be the hard ones to get on board with having a female. Like the Middle East countries and all. I mean, they treat the women terrible, like they're just things, possessions.
So that would be impacting then.
But I think oh yeah.
So, look, I appreciate you allowing We Provoke Thought to allow you to express yourself on our What If Wednesdays and answering those questions. Now, I always like to give the caller the last word. And so with that, I ask you this last question. If you had the power, what would you do with it?
If I had the power to do anything?
Anything. Fly, shoot laser beams out your eyes.
Power. Everybody wants world peace. I get rid of that Kim Jong-il. I'd get rid of him.
Okay. All right. There you go. Kaboom! Yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, I'd get rid of him. That's for sure. I'd get rid of all whoever is bugging Israel at the time, whatever group. I'd get rid of them. I wish if I could leave Israel alone, for heaven's sakes. Leave them alone.
There you go. Well, look, I appreciate you. I thank you. You're on We Provoke Thought, and for that, we do not apologize. I'm going to say goodbye to you on the other end.
Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
This call has been recorded.